Hey, it's Drew from Drew's Book Reviews. Today, this video is all about Syl from the Stormlight Archive. So, if you were interested in hearing about Syl, stay tuned. This video is coming right up. Okay, welcome back to Drew's Book Reviews. So this is the second video in my character series from the Stormlight Archive. Today is all about Syl. She is the bonded Spren of Kaladin. Now, if you missed my Kaladin video, definitely go check it out. I will have that one linked in the description below. But this one is all about Syl. She is Kaladin's bonded Honor Spren, who joins Kaladin on his journey to becoming a Knight Radiant. First, let's talk a little bit about what Spren are. Spren are the manifestation of our cognitive experience, essentially. And there are so many different types of Spren. There are Honor Spren, which is what Syl is, but there are also Pain Spren and Love Spren and Shock Spren and Awe Spren. So this depiction of Spren, as you can see here, just kind of shows you or gives you an idea of the different types of Spren that embody this massive world that Brandon Sanderson has created. So they are all over the place. They manifest themselves in virtually every aspect of our lives. So that is essentially what Spren are, the cognitive manifestations. Syl here, who is one of these Spren, she is a Honor Spren. So she's basically part of Honor, the god Honor, and she is from the world of the cognitive realm, which we see pictured here. So this is Shadesmar. This particularly is a picture of Shallan in Shadesmar. And in Shadesmar, everything's kind of reversed. So where there is land in Roshar, there's actually a sea of beads in Shadesmar. This sea of beads, these beads basically are the manifestation of the physical objects and things in the world of Roshar. So in a sense, the beads in Shadesmar are as the Spren are on Roshar, the kind of the opposite manifestation, and that's kind of where the sea of beads comes from in Shadesmar, which is Syl's home. It's her realm in which she was initially conceived and born and brought into existence. Now, specifically, Syl here, she is the daughter of the Stormfather. So she is in essence a princess, you could say. A Stormfather himself being a sliver or a piece of the god Honor, which we soon discover throughout the series of the Stormlight Archive. Now, the Stormfather is one of the most powerful Spren that there are within this world that Brandon Sanderson has created. Now, specifically, the Stormfather bonds Dalinar, who becomes this bondsmith, but we can get to that topic or those particular aspects within a different video. This one particularly is going to be about Syl. Now, one of the most interesting aspects we learn about Syl as a character and as a Spren is that Kaladin is not the first time Syl has bonded one to become a Knight Radiant. She actually had a bond with a Knight Radiant amongst the previous or last generation of Knights Radiant before they started to come back into the world of Roshar. The thing with this bond, though, is that when her Knights Radiant died, it destroyed Syl. It nearly killed her. She was, for all intents and purposes, she became dead and just barely survived the breaking of that bond at the death of her previous Knight Radiant. Because of this, her father, the Stormfather, banned her from bonding another. He didn't want her to be hurt again and to be nearly destroyed yet again. You have to remember that Syl here, she's effectively, it's like a princess of the Honor Spren. Her father, being the Stormfather, essentially is like the king. So she is a very high ranking within the Spren society. And so he kept her home in order to protect her from the danger of having that bond broken again. So when Syl bonded Kaladin, this caused a lot of controversy and problems for this society in which Syl had been living for thousands of years. Now, when Syl first came back into the physical realm in Roshar, so this is when she first began manifesting herself, bringing out the appearance in this manifestation initially of a Windspren. She was very childlike. She didn't know much. She wasn't aware of things in any effective way. She was very much a child in form, in appearance, essentially, or at least seen that way, very much a child's mentality. She was looking to become more than that. She was seeking out someone to bond, and she had found, of course, our main character, Kaladin. Again, if you haven't seen the video on Kaladin, please do go check it out. But she had found Kaladin, and it is through Kaladin that she became stronger and was able to appear more consistent within the world of Roshar. What I find really interesting about this is that beyond the fact that Syl is used to bond Kaladin so that he could become a Radiant, she is also, through Kaladin, learning about the humanity, what it is to be human, why people do the things that she does, or that they do. So she is learning more and more about people, about why they make the decisions. She's learning about human concepts, such as lying and love and all kinds of things. So from this child mentality, we could see Syl mature as an Honor Spren, even at least on her manifestations in the physical realm. Because the thing is that even though she is essentially a fully grown Spren in the cognitive realm, for all intents and purposes, in the physical realm, she has to grow and mature as an individual and an identity within the physical realm. And so it is through her bond with Kaladin that she grows as a person, and through this exploration of what it is to be human, she grows and becomes more individualistic throughout her journey and throughout her experience with Kaladin. So this is a huge thing, because even through this, it's not just Syl that is growing as an individual, as a character, but also it is Kaladin who is also growing as an individual within this world. And it's one of the things that I absolutely love about Syl, is going from this kind of whimsical, teasing, curiosity-driven spirit, essentially. She is becoming an individual, and through that learning and through that growth, she is exploring what it is to be human. She's exploring what it is to think and behave and to understand humanity in general. And it's a really interesting way to explore those concepts through this character of Syl, and it's one that I have really come to like in how this is done with this character. It's one of my favorite aspects of Syl as a character in her exploration of humanity. That's really what makes it quite interesting for me as far as her character viewpoint. But of course, it naturally does go beyond that. It's not just her exploration of humanity as a character, but also through the bond, Syl can become other things. As mentioned, she initially appeared as a Windspren, but she is actually able to appear as many different things. As an example of that, she is able to appear as a sword or an honor blade as well, through the powers and the bonding of the Knights Radiant. So she could appear as an honor blade in any shape or form that our main character Kaladin actually needs. And this is a really interesting concept as well, because all Kaladin has to do essentially is ask or tell Syl what he needs her to be in that moment, and she could become that very thing. So he has this ability to basically call into existence any object, tool, or weapon that he needs in the given circumstance, and Syl will become that very thing. And that bond also helps drive us towards a unique friendship in this bond between Syl and Kaladin. And it's a kind of relationship that is very difficult to have broken, but also very dangerous for her as a Spren. But it is through that bond that Kaladin and Syl essentially become more than friends in that sense. They become a very close, tight-knit one being part of the other. And this is some of the aspects of Syl that are just really awesome for her as a character, and for the idea of the Spren in general with respect to the Stormlight Archive as a whole. Syl has indeed become a pivotal part of the Stormlight Archive, and forever will be Kaladin's companion as we continue to proceed through the series, and I really look forward to seeing how she continues to develop as we continue to go through the Stormlight Archive and more books are being released. This will be exciting and adventurous, and who knows where Syl will end up in the end of the Stormlight Archive. She is a awesome character, and one I for sure will always enjoy reading, especially with her interactions with Kaladin. It's always fun to see that portrayed throughout the story. And these are just my thoughts on Syl from the Stormlight Archive. A fantastic character, and also one of my favorite characters overall from the Stormlight Archive. So if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for sure, we will continue to make these character videos of the Stormlight Archive, and we will see you next time on the next episode of Drew's Book Reviews. Until then, keep on reading. Bye.